Well, hasn't it been a magnificent cruise so far?
Oh gosh,
It's been hectic, really, hasn't it? We're really packing it in.
I know. I think sometimes the shorter the cruise, the more busy that you are.
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to fit
that's
more
right.
in
That's
less
exactly
time.
right.
Yeah. Oh, well, hello, I'm Rhonda.
and I'm Andrew.
And welcome back to our channel, Travels with Rhonda and Andrew. Oh, unfortunately, we're reaching our last few days of our amazing Cunard Queen Elizabeth cruise from Melbourne to Hobart and back. And I'm here with Andrew, Sue and Tony.
Hey, hi there.
We hope you've been thoroughly enjoying the first 3 episodes of our rather epic Cunard Queen Elizabeth adventure.
Yes, definitely.
We've
Well, we have.
We've waltzed, questionably,
Questionably.
and we've certainly consumed our body weight in fine food and even finer wine.
Ah.
We left you in episode 3 in a bit of a frantic dash, scurrying from our delightful stroll along the Hobart foreshore back to the Queen Elizabeth for what teased as a very special and top secret event. Well, the suspense is over. Get ready to finally discover what this highly anticipated occurrence was, because it was certainly a memorable one.
But that's not all, folks. This is our 4th and final video in this series. So we're cramming in as much fun as humanly possible. Join us for the last hurrah as we sail majestically and probably still a little tipsily back to Melbourne. Expect more laughs, more stunning ocean views, and perhaps a few more antics before we reluctantly disembark. You won't want to miss our grand finale.
Yeah. All right, suspense over, folks. We hightailed it back to the Queen Elizabeth, ready for our highly anticipated top secret event. But first, a quick pit stop to check in with our very own puzzle master, Rhonda. We found her in the alcove next to the card room, valiantly battling a 1,000-piece jigsaw. Let's just say it didn't appear she'd made much progress since the morning. Bless her persistent heart.
And then, the moment we've all been eagerly waiting. We made our grand entrance into the Queen's Room for the absolute pinnacle of Cunard traditions, their signature afternoon tea. Under a melodic backdrop, courtesy of a very talented string duo, who likely played a calming tune to prevent overexcitement, we witnessed a magnificent procession. Many white-gloved waiters glided past, looking utterly regal, before they finally presented an array of delectable treats to our very own table.
The menu was a symphony of indulgence. We had delectable finger sandwiches with a variety of fillings. We're talking crust off perfection, naturally. Light as a cloud scones and elegant patisserie that looked almost too pretty to eat. Well, almost. We particularly delighted in the signature Cunard scones, available plain or with fruit, served with generous dollops of Devonshire clotted cream and delightful strawberry preserve.
And to wash it all down, several types of Twinings fine leaf tea to choose from, because one simply must have the perfect cuppa with such an affair.
It was truly such a fine highlight of our cruise. We absolutely revelled in every bite and every refined moment of this magnificent tradition. Who knew a bit of clotted cream could bring so much joy?
Yeah, sure there.
Okay, what were our thoughts on that spectacular afternoon tea?
That was amazing. I love the ceremony.
Very pompous, isn't it, with
Yeah.
the white gloved waiters
Yeah.
coming in there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I thought the scale of it, right? It was in that big ballroom.
Yeah, in the Queen's room,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's right. And it was packed with people, right?
Absolutely chockers.
And there's just this procession of
Yeah.
waiters, just
Yes.
tray after
Yes.
tray after tray of little sandwiches and cakes and tea.
And the scones.
Yeah, no,
I know.
It was impressive. It was impressive.
It's a thing that Cunard does well, I think. It's like their signature.
Any
thing.
other ship does, or any
Yeah.
other cruise line.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're ever on a Cunard ship,
Oh,
always go to
definitely,
the,
definitely do the high tea. It's amazing. Yeah.
Now we're off. It's just about to set sail. We're off to back to Melbourne. We're ready for just about ready for sail away.
It's
So
all gone
let's get
too
ready
quick.
for sail away.
Yes.
After indulging in the pure bliss of afternoon tea and recovering from Rhonda's jigsaw puzzle trauma, our attention was suddenly diverted by a familiar yet entirely unexpected sound. From across the dock, we heard the dulcet, almost haunting tones of the Love Boat theme wafting through the air. This could only mean one thing. The Discovery Princess cruise ship, our fellow Hobart dock sharer, was making her grand departure.
We rushed as gracefully as one can after copious amounts of scones to the outside promenade deck to witness her sail away. And yes, a drink was firmly in hand, because what's a proper maritime send-off without a celebratory beverage? We waved goodbye, possibly humming along, feeling a distinct sense of, there she goes, living her best life.
Shortly after the Discovery Princess sailed off into the horizon, it was also time for the Queen Elizabeth's majestic departure from Hobart. This time we opted for a more intimate viewing experience, retreating to the comfort of our cabin's balcony. We sat back listening and singing along to music. Yes, the Love Boat theme might have made a reappearance. It's just so catchy, watching our grand ship slowly, elegantly move away from the pier.
The sight of Hobart and the magnificent Mount Wellington shrinking in the distance provided a truly lovely backdrop to our departure. It was a moment of serene beauty, perfectly encapsulating the magic of cruising. Next stop, the open sea, and whatever adventures await before we reach Melbourne.
After our double-decker sail-away spectacle, an old-fashioned cocktail seemed to practically beckon our names. So we gracefully, or perhaps by this point with a slight contented wobble, made our way to the garden lounge. There we settled into plush seats and let the soothing tones of an Irish duo wash over us. They were expertly entertaining the patrons, providing the perfect soundtrack to our sophisticated and well-deserved evening beverages.
I would swim over the deepest ocean only for my nights in Ballygrant.
It was off to dinner at the Britannia restaurant for another delightful meal. And because we're nothing if not dedicated cruise enthusiasts, we also managed to catch the evening show. After all, you can't waste a single moment of onboard entertainment when you're nearing the end of your adventure.
agreed tomorrow would be a big day at sea. Our grand plan to embark on a full-blown ship's facilities marathon. We aim to enjoy as many of the Queen Elizabeth's offering as humanly possible before the cruise reluctantly concludes in Melbourne the following morning. It was going to be a race against time, a final sprint of relaxation and indulgence. Wish us luck and a strong bladder after all the tea and cocktails.
Good morning, fellow cruise enthusiasts, and welcome to our final full day on the magnificent Cunard Queen Elizabeth. We awoke with a mission to conquer as many ship facilities as humanly possible before we reluctantly disembark in Melbourne. So, making our way through the Bass Strait, which thankfully was behaving itself, we hit the day running, fueled by coffee and sheer determination.
Our first strategic move? An Indian cooking demonstration held in a very elegant garden lounge. It looked, and more importantly, smelled so incredibly good that we promptly did the only sensible thing. Booked an Indian-themed evening dinner in the Lido specialty restaurant. Because clearly, watching someone cook is just an appetizer for actual eating. Afterward, the Lido deck practically beckoned with its promises of sunshine and fresh sea air. We grabbed a refreshing drink for hydration, of course. And then, because our brains needed a workout as much as our appetites, we headed straight to the Golden Lion pub for some trivia. We also managed to catch the Irish duo again, who were still serenading patrons with their delightful tunes.
Beneath the bed where my old boot should be. She said, you're drunk, you silly old fool. Till you cannot see. They're two lovely geranium pots your mother sent to me. But as many year old I travelled 100 miles or more. Put laces in geranium pots I never saw before. It's the weekend, it's nice.
The moment we've all been waiting for, a spot of bingo in the garden lounge, resulting in a glorious, triumphant win for Tony! Woohoo! Yes, our very own Tony, who can't waltz, but can certainly spot a winning bingo card. What a legend.
Okay, so what are our thoughts of our last day aboard this magnificent ship?
Oh my God, didn't we cram it in? We went through it, we did a lot of things.
Oh, we just seem to cram more in every day, don't we? And it
Oh.
was particularly hectic on this day, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, they put them on for us, so we
We went to everything.
we'll
we
take
possibly
advantage
could.
of it.
We
Absolutely.
did. We did get around to
Yes.
as much as we could
Well-
on the day, and it was great.
It was. We got to that cooking demo on the Indian cooking demonstration.
That was amazing.
Oh, which promptly made us go and book dinner in the Lido restaurant
beautiful.
for dinner.
Yeah, absolutely. And we went back to the pub,
That's right.
the Golden Lion,
For some
and
trivia.
did the trivia.
Yeah, caught that duo, the Irish duo.
Oh, the
again.
Irish
Oh, yeah,
duo,
what was the
yeah.
song that they sang
You're
again?
drunk, you're
Oh,
drunk, you
you
silly old
fool.
fool.
But the highlight of the afternoon, of course, was
The bingo!
Yes, bingo.
Bingo! Paid for the cruise.
Sure, yeah.
Not quite, not quite.
Great day, great day.
Yeah, well, we're looking forward to tonight because we're booked into that beautiful
Yes,
Indian
we got that
restaurant.
dinner. Oh, yeah.
Yes,
And-
and then we have a special treat for all of us.
Oh.
We booked ourselves into the theatre box.
oh yes.
So we're really looking forward to that. Yeah.
Fantastic.
After Tony's bingo triumph, which let's be honest, we'll probably never let him forget, the moment of truth arrived. Dinner at the Indian specialty restaurant. Our appetites had been deliciously whetted by the cooking demonstration earlier, and we were thrilled to report that this meal was a magnificent smorgasbord of authentic, delicious dishes. It absolutely soared past all our expectations and easily ranks as one of the best specialty restaurants we've experienced at sea. our taste buds were doing a happy dance, and we might have needed a small crane to lift us from our seats.
But the evening was far from over because we had snagged the ultimate VIP tickets, a theatre box in the Queen Elizabeth's Royal Court Theatre, to view a fabulous Christmas extravaganza show. This wasn't just any show, it commenced with a pre-theatre sparkling wine, setting a rather luxurious tone. Then we were personally escorted to our theatre box, which was prominently located overlooking the entire theatre with a commanding view of the stage. We felt like royalty minus the crowns, though we were probably imagining them.
Spoiling didn't stop there. We were treated to a never-ending arrangement of chocolates and more sparkling wine. It was pure indulgence. The show itself, a fantastic Christmas musical spectacular by the Cunard resident performers, was a truly magnificent spectacle. It was so good, in fact, that we're officially declaring it the highlight of the entire cruise. What a way to celebrate our last full day at sea.
Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell rock. Jingle bell time, in jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air. What a bright time, it's a bright time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time, it's a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet, jingle around the clock.
As the Christmas extravaganza lights dim, our lovely Sue decided it was time to wave the white flag and head off to glorious Slumberland. A sensible choice, really. However, Rhonda, Tony and myself, clearly powered by residual sparkling wine and the sheer joy of cruise life, decide to kick on. The mission? To dance, drink and generally cause good-natured mischief in several venues, eventually culminating in a late-night rendezvous at the yacht club in the early hours of the next morning. What happens in the yacht club after hours stays in the yacht club, mostly.
Now, the journey back to the cabins after such a vigorous evening is always an adventure. And sure enough, during our swaying stroll back along the corridors, our very own Andrew, in a moment of pure accidental comedy, stumbled over some rogue dinner plates.
I did.
They'd been left outside a random cabin. The result? A tremendous racket that echoed through the otherwise quiet ship.
It was so loud.
Like a bunch of naughty school kids caught with their hands in the cookie jar, we all giggled all the way to bed, trying and failing to muffle our laughter. Check this out.
Andrew, what did you do? I stood on the what did you do? I stood on the tray.
And what time is it, Andrew?
Oh, it's 25 past 12.
Do you think he might have woke some people up?
What a magnificent cruise adventure we've had.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I reckon.
From wobbly waltzes to triumphant bingo and delectable dining to accidental late night plate percussion. This trip on the Cunard Queen Elizabeth will truly remain etched in our memories forever.
Oh, yeah.
And thank you for joining us on this incredible journey. Until the next high seas escapade.
Yeah, thank you. And it was just such a fantastic time. I hope you all enjoyed our video.
Yeah, well, we enjoyed making it, didn't we?
And
great fun.
yes, and unfortunately, 5 days, it was all over far too quick.
Let's do it again.
Yes. Let's book another one.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you for watching, everyone.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.